Hi, I am Edna Fithian from Professional Learning. The goal for this session is to build capacity for using the T-TEST and TPG SLO process alongside the PISD instructional model to positively impact instructional practices and student learning. Did that goal sound like this to you?
It's produced by the modial interaction of magnetoreluctance and capacitive directance.
Well, that's why I'm here. I will help you move through the discussion and navigate all of the pieces so that you can dive in and enjoy the work. Sound good? Let's start with the T-TEST rubric. In addition to the rubric, you may need a highlighter and a pen or a pencil. There are 4 domains in the Texas Teacher Evaluation and Support System. The first is the planning domain. The second is the instruction domain. The third is the learning environment domain. The fourth and final domain is professional practices and responsibilities. For this session, we will focus on domain 2. Please turn to domain 2, which starts on page 5 of the rubric. There are 5 dimensions in domain 2. In this session, we will unpack 2.1, achieving expectations, and 2.4, differentiation. 2.1, achieving expectations, says the teacher supports all learners in their pursuit of high level of academic and social emotional success. Using your writing utensil of choice, circle the following performance levels: proficient, accomplished, and distinguished. We will spend time exploring the descriptors within these 3 performance levels for dimension 2.1 and 2.4. Please label the proficient column as rock solid. Rock solid means that the teacher actions observed are just that, rock solid. The 2 additional performance levels, accomplished and distinguished, were added to account for teacher actions that allow for greater student choice, leadership, and voice. We will also unpack 2.4, differentiation, which says, the teacher differentiates instruction, aligning methods and techniques to diverse student needs. Please circle the 3 target performance levels on dimension 2.4 as you did for 2.1. Also, label the statements under each performance level as descriptors. This will hopefully help to eliminate confusion as we move through the discussion and reference components within the rubric using shared language. Now let's talk about the teacher professional goal process, so we are all on the same page about how this works in concert with the T-TEST rubric. The T-TEST rubric names the teacher action that gets us specific student results. True? If we use the T-TEST rubric to evaluate our current habits and current student behaviors, then we can identify a goal that would benefit both teacher practice and student outcomes. Yes? Therefore, the result is teacher and student growth. So this is how the T-TEST system, which includes the goal setting process, can really be used to benefit all concerned. The teacher goal setting process is required for all PISD teachers every year. The first step is to identify an area that you want to grow in as a teacher because you believe if done well, it will have a positive impact on students. The next step is to create what we call a TPG SLO goal. The goal statement includes 2 elements. The first is a teacher professional goal, which articulates the foundational skills the teacher wants to get better at. And the second element names the desired impact for students. You do not have to write your goal statement today. Today, we are working on building a shared understanding of the process and unpacking domain 2, which may lead you to consider areas for growth relating to 2.1 and 2.4. For your notes, one sentence stem that can be used for creating your goal is, I want to blank so that my students can blank. Feel free to write that down in your notes for later. Here is an example. I want to learn how to design and facilitate meaningful learning for students in a virtual learning environment so that all students are engaged and show progress. Many of us might have had a goal that read something like this last year. Notice the 2 components, the teacher professional goal and the student learning objective. It is called a process, so that means that setting a goal is not the end goal. The end goal is to improve our knowledge, skills, and habits so that we can help our students. In the resource folder, there are several documents that will help with next steps and due dates. For example, there is a document that tells you what teachers must do in PowerSchool Perform pertaining to the teacher professional goal process. The goal for this session is not for you to remember all of these things. We want you to know where these resources can be found and how they all work together. Sound good? Now it is time to move to step 3. You will need the T-Test rubric, the Says Means Matter chart on page 3 of the guide, and a timer and a timekeeper. You will have 15 minutes total to discuss what the dimension statement means and why this matters. To create space for everyone to share their thoughts, I suggest using a 3 or 4 minute timer for each box. Enjoy! Now it is time to move to step 4. You will need the T-Test rubric, the action evidence chart, which is on page 4 of the guide, and a timer and timekeeper. You will have 10 minutes total to brainstorm evidence, both teacher and student generated, for each dimension that aligns with each descriptor within the proficient, accomplished, and distinguished performance levels. This is an opportunity for your team to develop a clear vision of what success looks like in these 2 dimensions for each of the desired performance levels. I suggest using a 4 or 5 minute timer for each box. Enjoy! Now it is time to move to step 5. You will need the T-Test rubric, the PISD instructional model, which is also in the resource folder, the action practices chart, which is on page 5 of the guide, and a timer and a timekeeper. The PISD instructional model can be found in our resource folder. The link on each instructional practice will take you to a one-pager that provides a summary of the essential information about the teaching strategy. It is a concise communication tool designed for teachers that explain how this specific strategy can be used to achieve a targeted goal with students. You will have 10 minutes total to examine the instructional model for instructional actions that align with the dimensions you have been discussing. The goal for this step is to identify specific strategies as a teacher that will elevate teaching and learning as it relates to 2.1 and 2.4. As before, I suggest using a 4 or 5 minute timer to ensure ideas are shared for each dimension. Enjoy! Now it is time to move to step 6. You will have 10 minutes total to consider potential teacher professional goals and student learning outcomes that would positively impact your instructional practices and student outcomes for your classes. Reflect on these 3 questions. What is an instructional goal you have for yourself this year? How will your growth in this area impact students? And how might you utilize the full school year and your evaluator to help build your own capacity for the sake of student learning? This can be done as a group discussion or as an individual journal activity. Enjoy! Woohoo! You have made it to the final step. All you have to do is complete this 2-question survey, click submit, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed these conversations with colleagues and find it useful as you use the T-Test and teacher professional goal setting process alongside the PISD instructional model to positively impact instructional practices and student learning. On behalf of your professional learning team, we hope you have a wonderful school year. Take care.